New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. The accused South Carolina teen serial individual who avoided any prison sentence visited the gravesite of one of his alleged victims after she took her own life. Bowen Turner, age 19, got off with a sentence of probation in a plea deal last week in Orangeburg County Court after admitting to going after another woman, a pastor's daughter by the name of Chloe Bess, in 2019. He was also accused of committing 2 other assaults as a minor, including attacking 18-year-old Dallas Stroller in 2018, but charges in that case were dropped when Dallas passed in November of 2018 from her own injuries. Family also revealed that they were horrified to learn that ankle monitor logs show that Turner had visited Dallas's gravesite in January for reasons that are unknown. A sign by the grave now reads, "Bowen Turner, you are not welcome here." Dallas accused Turner of assaulting her at a lakeside party back in October 7th of 2018, where friends found her lying unconscious as Turner stood above her, putting on his pants. Bruises and scratches all over her body provided evidence of the assault. Dallas's family stated that they had expected community backlash when her sister reported the assault due to Turner's family's connections in the community. His father, Walt, was working as an investigator for South Carolina's First Circuit solicitors David Pasco, the local prosecutor. Both Dallas and Turner attended Orangeburg Preparatory School, and it was stated that classmates and even teachers immediately took sides with Turner in the case. Dallas's father, Carl Stroller, stated that, quote, "She wasn't at the time her senior class president, so she was well known at her school and in her class. She was pushed around pretty badly by 2 kids who drew the line in the sand and took sides." Turner was later arrested and charged with Dallas's assault in January 2019. He was free on bond when he was accused of assaulting the teen Chloe Bess at a party in June of 2019. After a brief stint in juvenile detention, Turner was again freed on bond and placed on an ankle monitor, while Dallas left for college at the College of Charleston, where she hoped to study sports management and become a physical therapist. But instead of getting a fresh start, Dallas found that the bullying followed her to college, where some of her high school classmates have gathered. Under underwhelming stress, Dallas transferred from Charleston to the University of South Carolina at Belford, but her mental health struggle followed her. Dallas passed on Sunday, November 12th of 2021, after succumbing to self-inflicted injuries. On January 4th of 2022 at 9 p.m., Turner apparently visited Dallas's gravesite. Family members of both Dallas and Chloe were shocked when the ankle monitoring records were released in March, showing that Turner had violated the strict conditions of his bond some 50 times. Court records state that Turner violated bonds to visit golf courses, a Brazilian steakhouse, several other restaurants, sporting goods stores, and even went out of state to Georgia to go car shopping. Last week, with the hearing looming to revoke his bond, Turner, with the help of his attorney, a state senator, cut a plea deal in Chloe's assault and resulted in no prison time. Turner, who has been charged with first-degree criminal conduct, pled guilty to a lesser charge of assault and battery. He will serve no jail time if he abides by the terms of probation and will not have to register as an offender. Second Circuit Deputy Solicitor David Miller, the prosecutor assigned to the case, agreed to the deal. Miller had also dropped the charges against Turner in connection to the assault on Dallas following her passing, stating that Turner had the right to face his accuser. Well, I guess I can just sum it up like this. This is the justice system working as it is supposed to, right? Because this is the main person that always gets away with every single thing, no matter what they just so happen to do. So you have one girl who had to, um, inevitably, right, move away because they wanted to start anew. She decided to testify, and to no avail, nothing took place, right? All of the blame was basically placed on her because of how the situation and the scenario played out, right? AKA blaming the victim. The second victim, she inevitably ended up taking her own life because of dealing with the stress and the teasing and everything like that. Now, I will say this for her case: whenever this takes place and you have certain things that end up inevitably adding up to the point where an individual is going to take their life, everybody who was a part of that needs to get charged. They need to get charged because, to certain extents, I don't really feel like karma is going to be great enough on those people. I feel that they need to take a large hit in life in order for other people to realize that, yo, this is just something that you don't do, right? And as I've stated to people before, when it comes to the Caucasian community out here, you have a lot of these things. This is prevalent stuff. This is everyday stuff that takes place, right? How the white community wants to sit up there and say that, oh, crime is always prevalent in the black communities. They can never do that. This is something that is prevalent within their communities, their families, their friends, their co-workers, their bosses, their legislators, their doctors, their lawyers, right? Their nurses, the EMS workers, their firefighters, their police officers. No matter where you go, from the lowest to the highest, all of them do this. All of them do this. Like, this is something that is a common occurrence, but it's just not talked about. It's just not placed out there in the open. A lot of their sons, right? They're into a lot of this stuff. They know friends who have been a part of, or who has seen, or who have committed these acts at very young ages. I've covered stories on this. But like I said before, these are the things that don't necessarily get talked about. They get pushed directly under the rug, and the only time you hear about them is when a little bit of noise, right, is made about it. When it might be a little bit of shock and awe. But like I said, this is normal. This is America. So like I said, whenever I do a lot of these stories and I'm specifically talking to white people, I have to sit up there and let them know that, yo, y'all got a lot of stuff that y'all need to fix. And just as much as y'all say that y'all don't want us in y'all communities, we don't want none of this in our communities. Like I said, we already got enough problems that black people have to deal with. We don't need you rolling into our communities trying to add in all of your other trash like you did previously when they decided to quote unquote cleanse the blood over there in Europe, when they sent all of their offenders directly to Australia, to South America, to whatever islands out there, to North America and Canada. That's all that basically happened. Anybody who came from Europe and Great Britain, all of their bloodlines are people who were delinquents, people who couldn't get right, people who were into being in and out of jail and prison, committing all types of crimes and atrocities, and especially going after animals and young children. This is that main bloodline. These are all the conquistadors and all of the explorers and all the settlers and this, that, and the third. Right? All of them basically bunched together and sent off to hopefully fall off the side of the earth. Right? But yet that didn't happen, as we obviously know. So here we are at this moment in time where all of that bloodline comes to this one main point, where you have one of their own against one of their own, and the main one, the quote unquote superior one, right? He gets off scot-free for doing what they always do. Like I said, I don't know what y'all gonna do. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, I promise you, he's going to end up being with another woman. He's He's probably going to have some kids or something like that. He's probably going to be in some relationships. Girls are probably going to know and understand exactly what he did, but you'll have some of them that are into that, or some of them that will believe that that's not going to be them, and then it's going to be the exact same thing over and over and over again, and the court system is going to play out the exact same way. You had three people that basically came out and stated that this is what he did, and the court was like, nah, we don't really believe y'all. Like I said, I done told women the option that they have in order to deal with situations like this, but hey, nobody wants to sit up there and listen to a black guy, right? So it is what it is.